What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you guys part 2 of the Anacs Submission results. Coins that I'd been setting back because they just weren't quite worth sending into PCGS, but they're still nice coins. This first one, 1861 seated quarter. Lots of great detail left on this coin. A coin that I was 99% sure would come back details, but still a nice enough coin that's I think worth submitting and getting in a holder. I think the coin's been cleaned. It's just too white. Little hairlines on it, but it is a good date, and it is still in really good overall condition. So I still think it's worth sending in. And I guess this coin would be AU cleaned, and it was AU 55 clean. Still a good coin, probably 80 to 100 bucks like this. So kind of a win on that one. Next one, we got a pair of 1960 Washington quarters. These were part of my larger quarter collection. I picked out a couple of nicer ones, ones that didn't have much contact marks or had a little bit of toning. And you know, for 13 bucks, I thought it would be fun to send a few in. I was thinking they were both probably going to come back 66. I was hoping to get maybe get a 67 on one. That's incredibly difficult with the Anacs. Kind of some cool color on the reverse of this one. Good clean overall look. Just slightly flat maybe. MS66. So you're probably looking at like a $30 coin with that color, you know, with the toning, maybe 40. The other one is nice blast white. Again, very clean looking coin. Perhaps the luster just isn't quite good enough. Going off the contact marks on it, I mean, it's pretty nice, but and I call this one a 65. So perhaps they give it a 1 point bump on this one just because it has some more eye appeal to it. This next one was a coin I was really aiming for the stars on. This is a 45 Philly Mercury dime. Now this coin is incredibly difficult to get full bands on, and if you do, it's thousands of dollars. But this coin is broad struck. If you notice around the rim, it looks like it's almost like it's been struck twice. Got this big wide collar on it, and I don't know if it's like that, if you can get full bell lines when that's the case. But I decided to send it to Anacs first before I sent it to PCGS. Also looks like it has some sort of planchet flaw right behind the head, in front of the head. But the coin's definitely broad struck. But it does also appear to have pretty good shot at getting full bell lines, or full bands. So if you see that center band, looks pretty good. Same thing with the bottom one. And yeah, I think they've probably only certified like maybe 100 with full bands. Very, very tough coin. This one struck really nice. But yeah, if I don't get that full bands, then the price drops a lot. And I think I paid a good premium for this coin just because I wanted to gamble on it. Yeah, you can see that looks to be pretty full bands to me. And it didn't come back full bands, so that's a big bummer. Yeah, if I had the error with the full bands, this could be a huge money coin. So this one I'm gonna have to try again. This will go to PCGS. With that error, I don't know that they're gonna give me the full band, so that might have been a gamble I shouldn't have made. So we'll find out. Next one, we got a proof Indian head cent. Originally in ICG 64, proof 64 red brown. Maybe it was even a 65. Sent it to PCGS. They called it clean. Obverse looks perfectly fine on this coin to me, like a 64. Toning looks natural. It's the reverse that's questionable. It has this grayish on the right side, and it also just kind of slightly flat. Doesn't look like it's been wiped or anything, but maybe a chemical. And like I said, they called it cleaned, which makes the coin pretty, unsellable. And Anacs also called it cleaned. So I will give them credit for not letting one slip through like that. It's the coin you got to try on. I should have just left it in the ICG holder and just dumped it, but whatever. Maybe I'll send it back to them. Next up, we got an 1800 over 79 large cent. Cool coin. I bought this in the very beginning. When I first started collecting, I wanted to get one of these. You can see the overdate right there. See that mark across the O, the second or the first 0 going across the center. That's the 7 over the 9, I believe. This coin's in poor condition. It's definitely a details coin, corroded, but it is a good early date, large copper, so still good to get in a holder. And came back VG8, corroded, just fine. That's the coin I'll probably just post on Instagram for 50 bucks or something. Next up, we got an 1883 no cents V nickel. And I bought this coin just a couple months ago on eBay for 20 bucks. And I thought this was, low unk, maybe a 61, maybe a 58. But for 20 bucks, I thought it was a good deal. And nice clean look. Got a little schmutz right there in front of the chin. Not a ton of luster, but also not a ton of hits. I think this is the easiest date out of all the V-nickels. 83 no cents. It's pretty easy to get. To find one nice, and it's affordable. But came back in at 63, so that's cool. That's a win. I want to say it's probably in this holder probably like 80 bucks. So I'm into it for like 30. So that's that was a win. Here's a coin I screwed up on for sure. 1866, I believe, 3 cent nickel. And the obverse looks great. It was from a seller that I should have known better than to buy from. I think this was probably originally in a cleaned holder. The picture they used for the ad looked like a true view, which tells me that if they're selling a coin raw and using a true view, clearly they cracked it out. So I should have known. But you live, you learn. I think the reverse is cleaned on this coin. Possibly even the obverse too. But definitely the reverse cleaned. I should have just returned it. If it hadn't been cleaned, it's like an MS63 or 4. But yeah, cleaned. So won't ever buy from them again. Next up, we got 1909 Lincoln cent. I had got 2 of these. I paid $6 for the whole lot of Lincolns. There's 2 1909s. The first one I sent, the nicer one, PCGS called a 64 brown, which is good. And this one I figured it's like a mid AU. But as long as the straight grades, it's probably like a $25, $30 coin. And I thought definitely would straight grade. I don't see any issues with it. And came back at 55, so that's fine. Probably $25 coin. And the last one, 1909S Barber quarter. Really good condition. Luster's kind of flat. It definitely was unk, but this coin's been cleaned without a doubt. But it's still one I had to try on. This was originally in a ICG 63 holder. This is a tough date too to get. It's like a $1,200–$1,500 coin if you can get it straight graded in 63 or even 62, I think. Just one of those mistakes I made early when I started collecting, trying to save a buck, going after buying ICG coins. Should not have done that. But and then when I went to sell them, they won't sell. So you got to try to do something with them. So here I am, second time trying to get this thing graded, and comes back MS60 cleaned. So you live, you learn. Fortunately, I only, in the ICG holder, I think I paid like $300 for it. So it's not like I paid a ton for it. And we'll just sell it as a uncleaned, recoup what I can, learn my lesson. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and good rest of your day.